You need to conquer that, and you need to get into that high yield, or into his main. That's where all the production is, right? So go hit up all these bases. But watch out, those planetary fortresses. Like, 2 ultralists are not enough. Get into the main. In there, yep. Sup. I'm ultralist. Never a dull moment with you.
Damn it.
Load up those drones, load them up, and get out of there. Okay, go hit up every base.
I have no money.
Yep, so you gotta start long distance mining from somewhere.
I don't really even have any drones.
You got a couple on those overlords. You gotta shut down every base right now.
Where are my overlords? I need a good drop.
So you've pretty much shut down the main, so you cannot just sit around. Don't kill the buildings, that's not really what's concerning you. There's a whole right side where you can presume he's setting up shit right now. You need to get over there.
There goes my hive. I have no spawning pool.
You got idle drones at your high yield. So you want to kill these bases, and then you gotta like divvy up your army. Meaning you gotta separate and go defend the last of your buildings and kind of decide what you want to do, but you can drop that island too.
Is a Nidus Swarm a building, I wonder? I'm gonna build one. I hope it doesn't eliminate me. So I can kill everything he has now and it won't matter because I can't lift.
You can just float, yep. The best you can do is a draw. Actually, as long as you have drones, like even just one, and a hatchery, which you do have, there is a chance you can win. You gotta drop that island. Oh, you're already doing it. Okay. Now get those ultralists back to your last hatchery. You can win this. It is possible. But if you lose that hatchery, it's not possible to win. The best you can do is a draw. Don't let those starports make anything. Kill them as fast as you can.
No banshees! Ah, my drugs!
We get those depots, I guess. The back of that island.
Oh, I got a banshee out.
Yep, you do have 2 queens.
See if I can
So again,
somehow
there's
get
that
in there.
possibility. Well, to be honest, this is probably over. But, I mean, this is over. He's got a starport up that he can actually make infinite number of... No, actually, just kill the supply, so no, he can't. Oh, I mean, if you want to keep trying, that's good.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to waste time at this point.
It's pretty much over. With those Vikings picking off all your overlords, which they eventually will do, he does have SCVs, so he can call down mules. He does have at least 1 Banshee. and he can upgrade Cloak, which he actually already has. And I don't think you don't have the ability to make Overseer. So, yeah, the game's over. So a couple things, and this is huge. Okay, so in that you held off the all-in really, really well, and a big part of the reason for that was you didn't rush to engage. You read it as it went, but on this map in particular, it was watching that tower that did you so good. And that's that map-based information that if you don't take advantage of, you have no idea. Like if you're just off running around making more Zerglings and he actually went back home, or if you're making drones and he's actually moving around in the middle like he was, then those are both dangerous situations. But let's fast forward beyond that. The big situation is, okay, Terran's super locked up in the middle. What do I do? You gotta abuse their mobility, right? Like you kind of did with the main. The second those frickin' Marines show their ugly faces, you should have brought in Banelings. Okay, you didn't. That's fine. On the right side, we talked about this, and I teased you a little bit. But if you can curt around that entrenched middle area, then you got to treat it like it's a new battlefront. If he doesn't get those bases, he's never able to fund that army, and then you crush the middle. And then you're the guy rebuilding, and he's not, right? Mm-hmm. And that would have been a hugely successful play. So you didn't really commit to it. You just kind of pseudo-did, but then like you retreated the second 5 guys showed up. And then it got closed off. Missile turrets, guys patrolling, boom. No more ever doing that again, right?
Right. Oh, man.
So we'll see if he shows up. I don't understand what he's saying. I'm out. So this isn't your friend, X-Men?
Actually, he is a friend of mine.
Okay.
I've got one, I think.
Oh. Well, everyone on the stream, thank you for Avilo's time. I do have a bit of a grudge against the guy because of some of the videos he's made and put on Team Liquid. He's a kind of a character. Nothing against him personally. It's just he shouldn't be as proud as he is. Let's just put it that way. Humility
goes a long way.
Yep.
Oh man, my arm is sore from that game.
I know. It's like every time we get together, it's the entire universe creates the most epic games humanly possible. I mean that. It was an awesome game. He did a great job. You know, he took a top 10 in one of the MLGs. He's a very capable Terran, and you handled it from the beginning. He was actually like not in a position to win at all until you kind of decided it's time to fight, and you did at the right time. And the Ultras were good, but if anything, I would say probably you needed half that many Ultras, right?
Right.
Think of them as bulldozers, not as featured units. Like if you roll out with half that many Ultras and then the rest are roaches, I think you do the same thing, only twice as fast.
Yeah, everything, I guess, every response that I made to everything that he was doing was slow, and I get that. But it was slow because I just didn't know what the hell to do. You know, I get in these games that are like that, where we kind of reach these stalemate positions, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's no attacking into that.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Going forward, if anything, hopefully I've equipped you and hundreds of other Zergs with the thought that, okay, Lost Temple and some of these other maps, Steps of War is another one. The middle is a fucking, that's dead man's ground. You know, you're going to die there. That's really bad. So what does a Zerg have to do? Drop and Nidus Swarm. Zerg is actually better equipped than all the other races, except for maybe Terran with their medevac, for drop play. Not necessarily drop play, but counter direct assault, like countering Lings, Banelinging expansions, dropping their main, Nidus Swarm at the same time, but it has to be simultaneous and it has to be decisive. Each time you kind of did it, but then didn't really commit, he closed that gap, right? That's one option down. Like, you Nidus'd his base, he was completely unprepared for it, you killed some stuff, but then guess what? After that attack, missile turrets, he was patrolling with an army, it was just never going to work again.
Yeah.
And that's huge. And a lot of people would look at that and be like, Zerg's too weak, it's stupid. No, it's just that Zerg has really immensely powerful abilities that if not taken very serious and decisively, then you're actually going to die. And that might seem harsh, and that might be bad, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
Guess what? I can tell a million Protoss players that there's the same kind of stuff in different areas for Protoss players.
Here's a Terran force. Oh, there's iNcontroL.
Subsum didn't seem to be a problem, so I guess we'll just leave him in there. Best to make friends than enemies.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm ready. If you're ready.
Let's do it. Good job, though. I mean, like I said, who did we have you playing last time where you came like deathly close to beating him?
LZ.
Yeah, LZ. Each time. I remember that. You actually were winning each of the games, and then just same kind of thing. But you're getting better. That's the nice thing to see. And I hope you saw, too, the mixing of the roaches. Like, if you're just mutabaneling, I feel like, yeah, you're powerful in your mobility, but you're also one-dimensionalizing your army. Like, okay, I just need Thors everywhere and Marines and missile turrets. Like, the guy built 50,000 missile turrets. That's why he actually didn't have any money built up at all. We have one of these guys.
This guy cracks me up. He's Korean. And
yeah, there's like no lag at all. But there was for 2 seconds, so he barks twice. Like, alright, calm down. Let's go ahead and play your game.
Oh, God.
We require more.
He played against me and Machine the other day.
Oh, okay.
And Machine beat him. And I don't think he was happy about it. So.
He beat him ZVT and he was upset?
Yeah.
See, that's the funny thing about Machine, too, is he gets people that gravitate to him where they're like, they get mad when they lose to Machine. And it hurts Machine's feelings because he's actually a really humble guy, but he knows he's super good, so
yeah.
He's always like, what? I'm pretty good, dude. Why are you upset?
I mean, he didn't beat him or anything, but ever since then, he's always asking me when he can get his rematch against Machine.
Pass that on to Bryce. I'll tease him about that, even. So. Machine Slayers something, backhoe, or whatever.
Alright, so there's the 2 racks.
Yep, and this is nice in these positions. Go ahead.
I will say that this guy's marine control is quite excellent.
Good.
So we'll see what happens.
Good practice. I mean, at this point, if you know it, it's not cheating, right? So,
right.
Stop making drones or anything else at 15. That's the latest you can push it. If you have counter plans in terms of not building the hatchery, that's fine. But you've scouted it, and these positions have awarded you as much, so we don't need to pretend you don't know what's coming, because you do.
So there's the SCV.
We require more.
Now, at what point do I need to tell myself that I need to back off on the Ling production and get back to droning?
That's the razor edge, man. It's really hard. You kind of have to count the SCV commitment from him. Like right here, okay. Can't engage those Marines, excuse me. They'll just micro them until you get speed. But you can see 4 or 5 Marines coming your way. You didn't see a whole stream of SCVs. That doesn't mean it's not coming just yet. But you have to play this on the fly. So for right now, you have to make Zerglings. You just have to. Don't take these extra hits.
Should I bring my queen down? I guess I'm going to.
Yep, sure. Starting the second queen. I like it. And then your speed is going to kick in very shortly, but you can't let that bunker finish. So if you have to pull drones, do it now. But you want to engage before that finishes. Watch your lings now.